songwriting and subjectivity.
Summer days are just a magazine, a magazine, a magazine. Cutting grass for gasoline, so I can see you soon. Fall swooned and left me drunk in a field, dandelion wine for a year. I packed up the dust of all that I owned, handkerchief hung from a pole. I rolled out the day that the apples fell. Okay. So the song that you just heard is titled Dandelion Wine by Gregory Alan Isaacoff. And this artist and his music have somewhat fueled my project. As a musician, Isaacoff has inspired me every day and has inspired me to become the musician that I am. I was introduced to his music in freshman year, and when I began to listen to his music more religiously, he quickly became my favorite artist, not only for his atmospheric type arrangements, but because of his lyrical honesty. He and his music have really pushed me through this project, and he is and will always be an idol of mine. And having an inspiration like that is a very reassuring feeling as a musician myself. However, mentally rewind yourselves to before I decided to write music for my project. Before I could start, there was another aspect of this topic that I needed to tackle before I could just start. And this was the absolute fear of it. Since I became more of a serious musician, I was always told that I should write my own music. However, this idea never really appealed to me. I would always cover other artists' songs, And I was really fine with just doing that. That was really good with me. But as I look back now, and from this whole new perspective that I have, making these covers was somewhat of an emotional protection that I had created. Performing other people's songs are like performing their feelings and their soul, if you will. And when I did that, they weren't my own. And so my feelings and my thoughts and emotions were not the ones that were being performed and judged. And this was a very, very safe place to be. But even though I never tried, I always had this voice in the back of my head saying that I should try and that I should create something of my own. But I would push it away and not listen to it. Whether it's live or recorded music, it is a terrifying thought, putting a piece of myself out into the world to then be judged. This is essentially what performing is, whether it's music or dance or acting. You are putting yourself out into the world to then be judged and critiqued and then be dubbed good or bad. And so when I'm on stage performing a song, everyone's opinions are then being thrown at me. This is a very, very scary thought as a musician and for any artist, I'm sure. When it came time to choose a project, I first completely avoided anything that had to do with music. And as I look back now, I'm pretty sure it was because I knew it was going to end up being songwriting. It's true. However, after some time of contemplating and a whole ton of convincing, I decided to write, record, and distribute an EP, which is a small collection of songs that's not quite an album. It's technically 4 to 6 songs, but mine is only 2. I really, kind of what Phoebe was saying, I really wanted to get over a fear of mine, and I really wanted to make, this was a perfect opportunity, and I wanted to get over this handicap that I knew that I had, and really become more of a musician. And I knew that that was, the first step was then to write my own songs. So before I continue, I would like to play for you the first track of my 2-song EP, which is titled, this EP is titled 2 Words. Get it down.